In this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 biggest waste of money in GTA Online. So let's get started. The first vehicle on this list that we are going to be talking about is going to be the Luxor Deluxe. Now you can purchase this for $10 million. Now $10 million is a lot of money, and I'm pretty sure this is probably the most expensive vehicle in the entire game. Now it is obvious that this vehicle was, intended for people to flex. This wasn't a vehicle that was, made for you to make money. Now the strange thing about this vehicle is that, let's say if you wanted to buy the regular Luxor, you could literally paint it the same color and save millions and millions of dollars. Now this vehicle is useless because they should have made it so that at least you had like a private pilot to fly you around the map so that you can actually enjoy the back of the plane. But for this vehicle, you can't even do that. You're literally stuck flying your own jet. No one else can fly it for you other than, your friends. Also, once you pay the $10 million, you are stuck with the plane. You aren't able to even sell it, which means if you want to get rid of it, you literally cannot do that. Now, this vehicle can only take 2 missiles, which is literally nothing. Now, I know it's a private jet. This is probably the biggest waste of money in GTA Online. Whatever you do, do not purchase this. Instead, just purchase a fighter jet similar to like the Raiju or, the Hydra, something good like the B-11 Strike Force, the Pyro. Do not waste your money on this luxury jet because you're going to be disappointed. And for one thing I can guarantee is that you will not even ever use this. You may use this like 1 or 2 times, but you're literally never going to use this because there is no point. There are so many better alternatives that you can use. So yeah, do not purchase this vehicle. The next thing on this list that we're going to talk about is going to be the Galaxy Super Yacht. Now, as we all know, this is a huge waste of money. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Alright, so the cheapest super yacht that you can purchase is going to be the Orion Yacht, which you can buy for $6 million, which is still a lot of money. Now, the second most expensive is going to be called the Pisces Yacht, which you can purchase for $7 million. And then the most expensive one is going to be the Aquarius Yacht, which you can buy for $8 million. Now, that is not even including being able to customize the yacht. If you want to customize the yacht, it's easily going to cost over $10 million, which is a huge amount of money. Now, another thing about the yacht is that you cannot drive it yourself. That would be kind of cool if you can drive it similar to, the Kosaka submarine from the Cayo Perico heist. But for the Galaxy Super Yacht, you are not even able to drive it yourself. So what's the point of that? Now, if you go inside of the cabin, you are able to get, the guy to drive the yacht for you to a specific spot. But there's only about, I'd say, like 12 locations. I just don't understand why we aren't able to drive the yacht. But yeah, let's say if you do want the captain to drive the yacht for you, it's going to cost you, I think, $20,000, which is still somewhat a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not. But every time you want to move it, that's going to add up and it's going to cost you a lot of money. But yeah, as we all know, the yacht, similar to the Luxor Deluxe, was literally for people who have a lot of money. It's just a means of flexing. But yeah, it is kind of cool to purchase the yacht, but it's not going to be like worth the money, which is going to be the problem. But yeah, it is going to be cool since the interior of the yacht or the yacht cabin does look very high end and is unlike most interiors in the game. But yeah, customizing this yacht is going to get extremely expensive. But it is very cool, like I said earlier. Like how you can add custom gold fittings to your yacht. You can add cool lighting so that when it gets dark, it's going to look pretty cool. You can customize the color of the yacht, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. So please do not purchase this if you only have like $10 million because you won't be able to afford it. Just buy this if you have like millions upon millions. Like I'm talking about like over 30 million probably. But yeah, do not expect to make money off this because you definitely will not. Now the yacht does come with its own custom missions, but they do pay like pennies on the dollar. So you're definitely not going to want to even waste your time doing that because you can probably get more from robbing NPCs and stealing money from ATMs. So do not even waste your time doing these missions. Now the one cool thing about this yacht, in my opinion, the only thing that I would actually care about is that it does have air defenses. So let's say if an Oppressor Mark II or somebody in like a plane or helicopter is flying towards you. Well, if you turn on the air defenses, it will literally destroy their plane instantly. And you don't even have to do anything. You can just be, going AFK, just chilling, and people will literally immediately blow up due to the yacht defenses. So that is one cool thing about this, yacht. The next thing on this list that we're going to talk about is going to be the document forgery. Now, this is literally the worst business in the entire game. This is garbage, and I'm going to tell you why. So the cheapest one you can purchase is going to be in grape seed, which can cost you about $650,000. Now, I believe you can only make up to like 150K with this business, which means you're not even making your return on your investment. It's going to take multiple sell missions just to be able to make your return on your investment. Also, this is the least paid MC business in the entire game, I believe. So yeah, this is literally garbage. This is the worst business in the entire game, like I said earlier. It is just not worth purchasing, especially if you own a nightclub and you're trying to, get your warehouse technicians to source your cargo. Don't even waste your time with the document forgery. Do everything else other than this business, because it's going to be a waste of money, like a huge waste of money. You can spend millions of dollars just to, customize this stupid business just for you to only make like 100K. That's like pennies on the dollar. That's like pocket change. If you are still interested in the MC businesses, however, there are 5 businesses. The only ones I recommend buying for, to make decent money is the Coke Lockup, the Green Farm, the Counterfeit Cash Factory, the Blue Math Lab, and then that's it. Do not waste your money on the document forgery, because you're not going to make any money at all. It's just going to be a waste of time because it's going to be garbage. Honestly, they could have made this business much better. They should have just made it pay like decent money. Even like 200, 300K, that's not bad money. It's also not super duper good, but considering how long it takes for this crappy business to fill up just to make 150K, that is crap. Now, that is with it being boosted. Before, I'm pretty sure you would only get like 70K or something like that. I don't know, not sure on that, but don't quote me on it. But either way, if you can take anything from this video, do not purchase this business. So let's move on to the next one. The next thing on this list that we're going to talk about is going to be the transportation upgrade for the bunker. Now, as we all know, you have tons of different options to be able to, customize your bunker. You're going to want to stay away from the transportation upgrade because it's going to be super duper trash. So if you purchase the caddy for 85K or 120K, you'll be able to drive around your bunker instead of, walking. Now, the strange thing is that it's actually faster to walk instead of using this stupid upgrade, which is kind of strange, which makes this upgrade completely useless. It should not be faster on foot than it is on a vehicle. Now, this vehicle can only go probably about like 5 miles per hour, so you can literally crawl faster than that. So that's why I'm saying this is going to be a waste of money. It's just crap. Like, I don't know, just don't buy it. It's not even worth buying. It's like a watered down, glorified golf cart that doesn't really do anything. You're better off just using a motorcycle inside of this, bunker while you're driving around, or just walking, but yet you're never going to use this. I can count on one finger how many times I've used this. Instead, save your money and just use the money to, buy supplies or purchase upgrades. You could buy the gun locker instead of buying this crappy transportation upgrade, because you're never ever going to use it. Alright, the 5th and final thing on this list is going to be controversial. It's going to be the orbital cannon. Gosh, this is a huge waste of money. I believe it costs like 900K. Now, you may be asking, what is the orbital cannon? Well, inside of your facility, you're able to purchase this upgrade inside of it. But yeah, the orbital cannon is basically just instant kill machine. You're able to, blow up anything immediately from inside of your facility. So instead of going after them on foot, you can literally just kill someone at the touch of a button, and it is extremely accurate, and it's very, very hard to miss a shot with this. But yeah, this is super duper annoying, because who spends money just to get a kill? Imagine spending almost $1 million just to get a kill. That's like insane. Now, not to mention the orbital cannon itself costs 900K. It also costs 700K if you want to kill someone with it. So you're paying in total of $1.5 million just to get a kill on somebody. Like, come on now. If you have to get to that point, you might as well just leave the session, because it's not worth spending $750,000 just to get an elimination on someone. You're wasting money. That's like a lot of money just to get a kill. So yeah, do not do that. And the manual upgrade costs 500K, which is still a lot of money. Just whatever you do, do not use this, orbital cannon, unless if you're attacking a griefer. Do not just use this to, attack people who grind their cargo, because if you do that, you're an evil person. Why would you mess up why would you stop players from having fun on the game by using this thing? If you do use the orbital cannon, only use it if you're attacking freaking griefers and annoying players. But yeah, this is a big waste of money just to be able to get an elimination on someone, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get a kill. That's insane. Consider checking out this video on your screen. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment.